All right, I'm live on the other phone. I feel tried, as the title says. Now ain't nobody in here. I probably ain't gonna get nobody bike because the girls is busy. They can't be fooling around with this kind of carrying on, with the live going in and out and all of that. No one has time for that. No one. I don't know what that is behind me, but anyway. Um, like I said, I don't have nothing to talk about or nobody to talk to, so I don't even know why I came right back. I guess I'm just bored, and whatever, man. I'm just here, like Tisha Campbell Martin. She just be here, and you be wondering why is she here, and she tells you she's still here. I'm still here, 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 here. Oh, I'm. Anyway, ain't nobody hot bike on here, so I'm getting ready to go on to glory. Cause it's just, I guess it's too early, or girls don't feel like being bothered this morning. It's understandable. Sometimes I don't feel like being bothered, so I know. But that means I gotta go in the house and start doing, either start on my hair or go to sleep and get up in the middle of the day and start on my hair. And both of those sound aggravating to me. Those options don't sound optimal. They don't. They just don't. I mean, I have to wash my hair and shower before I go to bed, so I may as well just wash it while I'm in the shower. But at what cost? At what cost? At the cost of after I wash my hair, I'm gonna have to do something to it because I can't just lay on my pillow with a wet head. The ghetto. The ghetto. It's ghetto. Hey, Yolanda. What's going on? Good morning. Child, I'm over here suffering, trying to figure out what to do, how I want to go about this day. This day, our daily bread. At some point, I have to watch Star because I ain't done my review for Star, and at least one person is looking for it, maybe two. Y'all don't really watch reviews like that. I'm thinking about just like filtering out of doing reviews, but then what would I talk about? What would I talk about? My uncle Duchess Kelly Love used to do this thing. I don't know if he still does, where if he didn't get 10% of his subscribers watching a review, he would just cancel doing the review. And I've been looking at my numbers, and only thing I get 10% on is them rambling reports. But I can't do a rambling report every day because the news don't come that fast. So it's like, am I just gonna be one of them channels that upload once a week, or what is it? What's tea? What should I do? It's hard to decide. YouTube is fun, but it's a tricky game. As easy as possible. Yes. Yes, God. Good morning, Sharmona. The YT streets are so hot now with mess. Yeah, which is another reason people aren't watching my channel because they're so busy going back and forth trying to watch the foolishness. That's a big reason why views are where they are right now. Those of us who aren't doing foolishness or keeping up the mess or adding our 2 cents to the mess, we don't really get a fair shot because everybody's watching the mess. And those that aren't watching the mess right now are just jumping in the mess, which is so weird to me because some of these YouTube beefs, if I were, a different type of girl, I could jump in because I've had conversation with nearly everybody, with a lot of these people. I'm not going to say nearly every, at least 50% of everybody that's involved in the beef right now. I have had conversation with. So if I were a different type of person, I could jump in and be like, you ain't gonna talk about my friend like that. You ain't gonna. But I'm not that type of person. It's not my beef, so I don't see why I would be a part of that. And I keep seeing these YouTubers jumping in these beefs. And it's like, but this beef ain't got nothing to do with your chicken. This beef has absolutely nothing to do with your pork. Honey, why is you a part of this? What is going on? What is going on? You don't have to have a hamburger. Have something else. Have a vegetable plate. Have a vegetable plate. You don't have to be a part of the beef. It's so weird to me when random people just jump in something that's not theirs. So strange. I love your lives. They're hilarious and refreshing. Well, thank you. I try. But don't nobody be here. Child, lately, the lives have been dry. Well, not dry as in like people not talking or whatever, but dry as in I used to have a bunch of people over here. I got 2 people right now, 2 or 3 people. It's so weird. It's so weird because everybody's so focused on the beef, and by the end of every night, they so drained from being a part of the beef. Like, girl, weird. Stay out of the fray. You're too innocent. I am. I am. I have no parts of this. I have no parts. Which is why I'm saying it's so weird to see people who also have no parts jumping in just to get views. So strange. It's also weird that I'm sitting here kind of half complaining about my views, but then also kind of half complaining about the people who are doing the thing. School bus, niece, girl, she is trying me this morning. Driving extra fast and extra directly towards my car. Girl, do not. What was I even talking about? I don't know, girl. I literally watched subbies stir the mess from the middle. Right. Isn't that strange? That is so weird. These people just be instigating, and I just be like, for why? For why? I kind of understand the YouTubers. I understand the mindset of a YouTuber who wants to get views, I should say. And I can see them talking about the beef and taking sides and, inserting themselves in it to get views. I don't understand the subscribers who don't have channels keeping up the mess. For what? What a weird thing to do. That's like me going down to the Kroger and 2 people that I know are in there fighting, fist fighting, and I walk up and punch each of them in the face and then just step back and watch. What a weird, strange event to happen. Exactly, Yolanda. However, Kay, once this beef is over, their views will go right back to where they were before. Yeah. There is that. There is that. But it's just, and I know I haven't done, I started my little tag trying to cheer up the streets, and I haven't even done my video. But I feel like I'm genuinely trying to not be a part of the beef culture going on YouTube. And people are just so disinterested. People just do not want to not partake in beef. Like, it's crazy. It is insane. Like, I joke with Nichelle telling her we got beef. We are good girlfriends, honey. We are friends. We text each other and kiki. We be laughing and we don't actually have beef. It's one of those things where, you know, I would like her to do something and she's not exactly willing to do the thing that I think would be good for her. And so I'm like, girl, we got beef, but it ain't real beef. I'm not a part of like genuine beef culture, and it's so weird to me. I don't know, child. Anyway, y'all want to talk about something else since we here? If not, child, I can go on back to glory, which is what I call my bedroom. I don't want y'all to get nervous. Glory is just my room. I saw YouTube actually start something with someone and brag that it got her some numbers. That's pretty much all this is. Whether they brag that it got them numbers or not, the whole point of this is to get them numbers, which is why all these YouTubers are in Vegas right now calling it Vegas Gate 2019. Because they know, let me stop. Let me stop for somebody to try to come for me, and I'm just expressing my opinion. It really shocks me that people really enjoyed this. The crazy part is that it's moved outside of YouTube. Has it? Child. Mm-mm. There will never be a day that I beef with somebody on YouTube and see somebody in the streets and we fight because of YouTube. I just cannot see that being a part of my life. I can't. I cannot. I can't see beefing with somebody in real life on YouTube anyway. Real blood being shed. You got the blood in quotes. What does this mean? What is going on? You mean like the police calling and the cease and desist type situation, or what's I mean, don't tell me the TT, but what you mean? Somebody done bled, Lord? What is happening? Now I do know about the um, child molestation accusations or whatever, and again, I am out of that. Police, courts, hospitals. I ain't heard about hospitals, Lord. I have not heard about hospitals. Good morning, Marlo. First of all, they're too freaking old for these shenanigans. I feel like I'm too old. I will be 25 next month. Like, I'm tired. I am tired. Tiyered. Tired. Like, Lord, oh, they got a lot of garbage, Lord. This man is just dragging bag after bag. They must have had a party this weekend. Lord Jesus. Poor old fella, he just dragging these bags on out the house. Hmm. Anyway, ain't my business. Calling churches. Calling churches. Oh, I wish somebody would call my church home talking about some YouTube. Girl, how ignorant. They're all strangers. Right. Right. Like, ugh, this is so ugly. Good morning, Nicholas. Don't forget going to church. Wait a minute, they showing up at these folks' churches. This is so ugly. This is so ugly. I'm glad I live in the middle of nowhere, honey, and ain't no YouTubers around here because if somebody took up the notion to start beef with me and showed up at my church, I would be so through. I would be so outdone. Who tried you? YouTube was trying me by I was on another live and it was reconnecting and child freezing. I felt disrespected. I really did. And good morning, Thomas. We talking about these beefs, honey, and how they just don't make no sense. It just doesn't make sense. I just, whatever, girl. This is so stupid. This is just, I cannot be bothered. I promise you, I spent all day watching YouTube. I'm so ashamed. I mean, I have watched a lot of videos just trying to put the pieces together. Because I woke up one day, last month, and everybody was mad at each other. So I've been going back trying to see now who is this and what is they mad for? And I'm not ashamed. I'm confused. I don't understand what's going on, so I'm trying to get an understanding. Not me, not ashamed. Retired. I mean, I'm not ashamed either because I just don't understand why this is happening. I don't get it. I feel I've narrowed things down to two events. I'm not going to name the events because if somebody come across this video and hear me name names or whatever, then they you know it may get petty, and I'm not the one. So to keep myself from having to cuss somebody out, it just doesn't have to be done. I'm just not going to do it. But I've narrowed it down to what I think were the two main events that spawned off and turned into this. Let's see. Some is funny, most not. Yeah, most of this is just people trying to get views, honestly. Most of what I've seen, I should say. What is this new phone you got in January? It's just the iPhone 10 XYZ, honey. I don't know. My mama got it for me. It's just gotten out of control. So many extra players. Right, that's what I mean. All these people, these small YouTubers, YouTubers with my amount of subscribers or a little less or a little more. People under under like 5,000 subscribers are all just interjecting themselves. Like, I feel like this is a direct result of the thing YouTube did last year when they cut down everybody's checks. Once YouTube decided to stop paying us good money or decent money, good compared to what it is today, everybody got desperate. And all the desperation has compiled in, the colored community into this. This is a direct result. Child, I feel like if I wanted to create a case, if I were a YouTuber who was being like bullied or harassed by other YouTubers because of this beef situation, if I wanted to create a case and sue YouTube, I probably could because I could connect those dots. I just simply could make that case. Let me see. I only knew 3 at the beginning. Now it's like, ooh, honey, I can't read that number, but a long parallelically number, as the girl would have said. I was going to start a channel with my granddaughter. Nope, not anymore. No time for jail. I mean, as long as you stay out of any foolishness, like, I haven't been involved in any foolishness, and this channel's doing fine. I get a couple of haters here and there, and I did my Kimberell video and my John Gray video, and I get a couple of their posse, the oversized black gospel community. They swing by and tell me I'm incorrect and I'm ugly. But, other than that, don't nothing go on over here. So if you want to start a channel with your granddaughter, I will subscribe. Don't let it deter you from doing something you want to do just because they beefing. It really, when you first start your channel, you're not going to be in the running to make a check anyway. You got to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. They're not going to bother you because you're not going to have the numbers, at first. So, you're going to have your couple months to make the videos and do your thing. The haters will get hurt. I don't play when it comes to my baby. I understand that. I completely understand that. Also, there are plenty of channels that are, kid friendly and kid based. I think you could still do it. It would not be fun. It would be for fun, not money anyway. Well, yeah. So do your thing. Don't let the girls, stop you from having a good time and creating memories with your granddaughter. She's gonna want to, see those videos in the future and remember how fun, y'all. If I were growing up in this time and my grandmother were tech savvy and, made videos of us, I would cherish that now at 25. My grandmama ain't sick or dying or anything like that, but when I think of her, I have to just go off of brain memories. We don't have any videos, of she and I as a child. So even if you don't upload them, make the videos because she's going to want to watch those when she's my age. It's going to be a good time. But anywho, anything else y'all want to talk about? Lighthearted, lighthearted is what's needed now. My friend who has a page, we're friends outside of YouTube, is doing DIY and other fun stuff, and her views are just fine. Oh, well, what's her page? I like a good DIY. Let's see, we're discussing some things. I'll definitely let you know. Okay, well, yeah, just call me back. You know where to find me. I'm around here. If you decide to start the channel, you can just drop the link on down in in any video. I'll see it. I'll see all the comments. Just, whatever. I'm around. I'll be around. Anywho, it's cold out here. It's supposed to be like 80 something degrees today. I don't know about it. I'll email you. Yeah, do that. I'll check that as well. I'll be around. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. Anywho, good morning, Kay. It's Daz working under my business account. Yes, God. Come on, work. How are you this morning, Uncle Daz? Anyway, how's life? It's alright. Nothing special. I'm still, broke and hungry. Usual. Nothing new. Hanging around. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all. Shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Hey, niece. I just love it when y'all call me niece. It just makes me feel so warm. We are a family. Anywho. Oh, you early. Yeah. I be up around this time every day anyway because I don't sleep at night. I don't know. I can't sleep. Something about my body won't allow me to sleep until I see the sunrise. In which case I pull down my mask and my stuff and turn over and go to bed. I got to see the sun before I can really, get me some good sleep. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. But anywho, good morning. I'm just hanging around. I don't really have a video to do today aside from Star, but I haven't watched Star because the internet in my home has been trying me, so I haven't been able to pull it up on Hulu, and I don't have a TV in my room, so I couldn't just pull it up on my TV. I have to wait and watch it either in the living room, where my grandmother is always watching TV, or in my mom's room, and I don't just be in there. I just don't. She got all these like decorative chairs, and it's like, okay, you got 4 chairs in here, but none of them are comfortable. So I don't want to just sit in this uncomfortable chair for an hour and watch TV. It's just so aggravating. She used to have the chaise lounge, the Chase Lounge, child. She used to have the Chase Lounge in the room, and then she moved it out, and it's like, well, there goes my comfortability. I used to, recline and lean and watch. Are you still thinking about moving out on your own? every second of every day. Thank you for asking. Get a pillow and make it comfy. It's just not, I like to lay. I like to, stretch out. It's as if I'm tall, but I'm really not. But I like to have my feet, out in front of me, elevated. I like to lean and I can't just be sitting up watching TV. It's uncomfortable for me. Good morning. Did you go to the movie lately? If so, did you see Little or the Endgame movie? I did not. I did not. The last movie I saw was Us, and I still ain't talked about it. And I was supposed to. I wanted to see Little opening weekend, but we got booked, and honey, funds have been a little iffy. Funds have been trying to. I had to get my car fixed, and a couple other things. So, funds haven't been super, super available like I want them to. But next month is my birthday month, and the Lord blesses me to always get a good check around my birthday. I don't ever do nothing, but I always get a good check. So sometime around this time next month, because my birthday is the 25th. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the movie will be out of theaters by then, but maybe something else will be out, and I'll go see that. I don't know. I do not know. Anywho, what y'all doing this morning? What y'all got planned for this Monday? Work, school, going to the store. What y'all cooking for dinner? What's tea? What's tea? Tell me. Tell me something good. Ding, ding. Do, 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 do. Tell me that you love me. Doctors. Well, we're praying and wishing and thinking for good results. Shout out to that owl mask. Yes, dollar store. $1. This is my second one. It's time for me to get a third because I just had to sew this one back together. It's real cheap of me to have sewn this back together instead of just getting a fresh one at the dollar store. But I would have had to walk to the dollar store because my car wasn't running yet. I mean, it's right there. It is literally like 1 mile away. It takes me 15 minutes to get there if I'm walking slow, honey. But I just didn't want to. Morning Cave back on. Hey, chat. Good morning, Felicia. Welcome back. I'm at my appointed workstation already tired. Oof. Well, hopefully you get that burst of, what is the word? Adrenaline. That's what I was trying to say. And it carries you on through the day. Cortisone injection, not looking forward to it. Well, I mean, after you get it, you'll feel better. So that's, that's a step in a direction. We want you to feel great. The dollar store be having everything. Most everything. It's true. If we low on eggs or milk or butter, cheese, just run on up to Dollar General, honey. They got us. They got us. But, if you need good quality things, it may not be Dollar General. It might not. You just never know. You never know. I've gotten a couple of room fans because I be hot, honey. I got to have air circulating. They work very well. I would recommend Dollar General for bedroom fans. I'm going to Mexico for the day for an educator event. I love how you just casually. Yes, I'm going out the country. What? I mean, I understand like you right there, y'all neighbors and everything, but yes, I'm gonna slide across the border and see what's going on over there. Like what? So casual, so luxurious. I made the mistake once of going to Walmart before Dollar Tree. Why did I do that? I could have saved $30. Listen, you got to check the dollar store first. check the dollar store. Then check Kroger if you have one. Then check Walmart. Then check Walgreens or CVS. It's the natural order of things. The natural order of things. CVS is always last unless you got a good coupon. All right, Sharmona, we'll have a good meeting, and we are hoping and wishing for a good day for you. Let's see. Yeah, do the injections work immediately? 72 hours, Lord, that feels like a long time. That's 3 days. That's 3 24 hours. I think. I don't math well. Let me see. That's 3 days. Ooh, girl, the ghetto. God did not give me a mathematical mind. I hope y'all can't see my neighbor because she look like, it's morning. Y'all can't see her. My head is in the way. I'm going to stay right here. I don't want to play her like that. I don't want her to be caught on candid camera looking like she was looking because she ain't got dressed for the day. She was putting her trash out. Let's see. You're supposed to be able to tell, but when numbing meds wear off, look out. Child, the ghetto. Hey, what's going on, strange black media? Or is it's Day Day, right? Don't let me. I be wanting to say Tay Tay, but I feel like it's just incorrect. It's Day Day. Who is Tay Tay? Do I know anybody named Tay Tay? I don't know. Yes, it's Day Day. Okay, I was finna say, oop, Lord, stay with it. I was finna say, who is Tay Tay? Like, who? I'm still wondering who that is. 3 whole days I have to take pain meds, then taper off. Oof. Lord Jesus. Tamar Braxton. Taylor Swift. Ooh. It would definitely be Tamar Braxton over Taylor Swift. I just cannot do Taylor Swift. I can't. I can't. I like she disgusts me. I'm disgusted. I mm-mm. Something about her is just the energy. The energy. I can't. And I know that's saying a lot because Tamar, I don't really, I don't do, but at least I can listen to Tamar's music and get my life. I can listen to her albums and share me a little bit. Give a hey. I never hey when I'm listening to Taylor Swift music. I never do. The energy of the lack of talent. Um, I'm not going to say she has a lack of talent because she has a lot of fans. The Swifties, honey, they are out there. They're there. They're around. Um, I think they just got her music video. She just dropped to the number one most streamed music video in the history of music videos, or something like that. Girl, they are out there. So I'm not gonna say she's talentless. I'm gonna say she's not my flavor. I don't necessarily go to Cold Stone Creamery and say, "Let me have the Taylor Swift." I just don't personally. Because I did, plain vanilla is not for me. Let's see. I will never understand getting pain to stop pain. Yeah, that is, it's, I want to say that's like the way love goes, but it's so, it seems unnecessary. It's like having a surgery to like stop something, but the surgery hurts. Like, there should be a better way. Girl, the sun just be, who told her? I mean, I guess the Lord or the rotations of the earth, but Like, now she's beating me in the side of my head. All because she wants to rise. Like, and this ain't gonna cover it. Oh, it's doing a little something. But now I can't move my head. I'm trapped. Let's see, the energy that stems from lack of talent. Taylor got a few bops. She's got like one or two that I can just kind of, the hate is gonna hate, hate, hate. But that's because you hear it everywhere and you can't help but like sometimes you just have to lean into certain things. That song was a huge song when I was in beauty school, and I went to a beauty school where they played the top 40, white songs on the radio all day, every day. So that song would come on. We'd be there 8 hours. They would play the song at least once every hour. So it's just, every hour, shake it off, shake it off, oh, oh, like it just, you have to just kind of submit to the fact that we got to hear this raggedy song. So I don't know if she has bops or if she has songs that they play so often that you can't help but just, you hear it and you just kind of, like the Look What You Made Me Do song. They played that over and over. You be in the H&M or you go on down to the Rue or the Forever, one of the 21s, and it just be on. And you just be, look what you made me do. Look what, like you can't help it because it's on. And I feel like that about Taylor Swift. She's not talentless, just nowhere near as talented as she is famous. I could probably agree with that. I could probably agree with that. Yes, a better way. Like that, we got to figure out some kind of way to stop pain just without having pain. Like I don't understand. Like I get that the main source of stopping pain is the brain. So we got to stop the brain from pain. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Sun better than rain. Not in my humble opinion. I love rain, but I understand that if you have pain, you probably don't like rain because rain brings pain. So we got to stop rain. If we eradicate rain, then a lot of people won't feel pain. Most of the time, I can do rain and be okay, but a lot of times I feel a little, a little pain with rain as well. So I understand. I got arthritis in my elbow because I broke it when I was 4. And I get like headaches with rain. So maybe if we stop the rain, we can stop the pain. If I run for president, that's going to be my platform. No pain, no rain, no pain. Vote for K. How ugly. Anyway, I won't be able to run until like, let me see, 20, 24, 28, 32. Nope. 36. 2036 is when I think I'll be eligible to run. I won't be old enough until then. Let's see. MC Shake It Off is the only Shake It Off I know. Listen, it's the only one that we should acknowledge. It's the only one. When the album comes on and you hear Jermaine Dupri say MC in the place to be, and you hear Mariah say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The moment you hear it, it's just like, wow, this is a bop immediately. The oh yeahs slap. They slap. But anything Mariah Carey puts out is a slap. Everything she puts out is just... I just love her. I'm sorry. I had a moment. I got wistful thinking about thinking about Mariah Carey. Anywho. Yes, feed the animals, honey. Don't starve them. Don't starve them. Kiki Wyatt, who no white people know exists other than me and a handful of others, is much more talented than Taylor Swift. Well, Kiki Wyatt is much more talented than nearly everybody on the top 40 or the top 100 anyway. If we just gonna tell the truth, let's tell it. Kiki Wyatt is more talented than the majority period. But the people who are much more talented than the majority are never the top whatevers. Jasmine Sullivan, also one of the most talented vocalists. Layla Hathaway, another very, very talented vocalist. They very rarely make, I don't think they make the top whatevers. They don't make top 10. I don't know if Jasmine Sullivan has ever made top 10, and that is a crime. It's a crime. Let's see, you need to get on the Game of Thrones. I just do not be in the mood for death and rape and incest. It's just, child. That's why I don't review Law and Order SVU. It's the same thing to me, except the white people on Law and Order aren't like from the Middle Ages. But if you put Olivia Benson on a dragon and, Detective Rollins, you had her up in a castle somewhere, ain't that Game of Thrones? Is it not? I'm confused. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Let's see. I'm still not over last night. Well, I'm praying for you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm keeping you lifted. You're in my thoughts and my prayers. Y'all got 3 more episodes, and I'm praying with you and for you in this this difficult time. That's all I can say. My friends be texting me like, "Girl, I'm dead." I'd be like, "Ooh, please get up, please, please." Let's see. She's more talented vocally than all of them. Kiki Wyatt, yes, she is. I saw a video just yesterday of Jennifer Hudson, Oscar and Grammy winning Jennifer Hudson. And I believe somebody said Tony winning too. Jennifer Hudson, because you gotta say her full name. Saying that Kiki Wyatt is that girl, and she can sing whatever she wants to, whenever she wants to. And honestly, EYE, I agree. Period. That's why we need Rihanna back. She was the one black woman we can always count on being top 40. Well, not the one. Not the one. You're forgetting our mother. But yes, something about Rihanna, I don't know exactly what it is. I like her. I enjoy her music, but I don't know what makes her the one that's going to be on the top whatever. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. We got musicologists in the chat. Can somebody elaborate on what makes Rihanna that girl as far as the music? I like, again, this is no shade to her. I enjoy her music. But I'm still trying to figure out how SOS made it as far as it did. Or Take a Bow. Or any of them, honey. Disturbia. Disturbia is a bop. But I mean, all right, I guess, girl. They play it every Halloween, and the girls get their lives. I agree about Game of Thrones and Law and Order SVU. Hate it. I mean, I watch Law and Order SVU because I'm too invested now. I'm 20 years in. I can't stop. I genuinely cannot. I have tried to, like, I've gone nearly a whole season. Like, I'm not watching this foolishness. It's still going on, and they still doing the same. It's the same cases every season. And then somebody be like, yes, but Olivia got kidnapped again. And I be like, oh, I got to catch up. I got to see. She 50 still getting kidnapped and carrying on. Child. Now she the sergeant or the chief or somebody, and she just be in that big office. Girl, I want to stop. I want to stop, but especially when they do the episodes where they're not focusing on Olivia's family because she done adopted this baby child. And for a minute there, every episode was like about how her son is bad. He just bad. He be walking out in the street. He done got kidnapped too. Like, every time she turn around, it's just like, Noah, where's Noah? Like, girl, I'm sick of that. But other than that, I can't stop watching the show. I can't. I can't. It's a shame, really. It's a shame. I've genuinely been watching Law and Order SVU since 1999. I just can't stop. I shouldn't have been watching that show at 4 and 5 years old, but here we are. Here we are 20 years later. And in the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. And in New York City, the dedicated members of an elite squad, I can't. I can't. There's no reason for me to be a Law and Order stan but hate it at the same time. I think it's because her voice isn't too black or white like Diana Ross. She's the Diana Ross of our generation. It's her when I hear her, and I'm not saying this to offend anyone, but when I hear Rihanna, I hear Negro. I hear Niggers. She sounds black to me. I mean, she don't sound as black as JoJo, but she sound black. Like, let me think. Desperado. When I'm listening to Desperado, this sounds like, one of those good pop, but still, niggery hits. I can't, I'm trying not to explain it by using the N word, but I can't think of a better word uh, that brings me joy than niggery. You're right, it is not soulful. I saw that pop up. It's not soulful, but one thing about black women is we have a quality to our voice that when you hear us, you know we black women pretty much every time. I cannot, you know, even when we put on our professional voices or whatever, and I call on down to the Jimmy John's to order a sandwich. I've never had Jimmy John's. What am I talking about? But anyway, the point is, if I call on down there and a black woman answers the phone, even with her professional voice, I know I'm talking to one of my good girlfriends. I know she black. And that's how I feel when I listen to Rihanna. It's never like, who is this? Who's singing this? Like when you listen to Joss Stone or you listen to JoJo, it's like, oh, they do have a voice where it's like, or even Amy Winehouse. It's like, oh, well, wait a minute. I'm a little confused by, is this Tina Marie? Who is, what's going on here? Um, with Rihanna, I'm not confused. It's not like I don't listen to her and say, this might be a white woman. Maybe. I do agree that her voice isn't soulful and it as they have described, I was going to say Mariah, Diana, it's moldable. You can put her on nearly any pop song and it's going to be a bop. I do agree with you there. Literally hooked. Noah does need to sit his tail down. I'm waiting on the episode where Detective Benson whoops Noah. That's the Law and Order episode I'm waiting on. Also, I know in the next like 2 or 3 seasons they're gonna do one where the presidential candidate says he gonna grab somebody by the vagina and he gonna say it in New York or he gonna do it in New York. And now Detective Benson, is in her jurisdiction. Now she got to go talk to the president. I've been waiting on that since 2016 and I know it's coming. Because they always do the episode about, that's based on real life events like they did with the Chris Brown Rihanna episode or, there have been a couple where they do like the ripped from the headlines, I think is what they call it. I'm just waiting on the one about, DT. I think the white folks appreciate the lack of soul. Well, next time I see a white person, I'm going to ask them. I may go knock on my neighbor's door. There are 3 white families, I think, in this neighborhood. We don't know why they're here, but they're here. The neighbors here, there are neighbors there, and there are neighbors back by the gate up front. I might go knock on one of their doors and say, "Hi, you're white. Could you tell me, do you listen to Rihanna?" I don't think these white folks do because they old. They probably listen to Aretha Franklin because everybody loves Aretha. She has a lot of radio earworms. She does. The recipe, the Rihanna recipe is earworms, youth, beauty, fashion, and a juicy scandal to push her over the top. I cannot help but agree. I can't help but agree. It's especially the fashions. White people, they don't talk about fashions like we do, but they enjoy a good visual aid. I found, that the rare times that I'm hanging with whites, they like to see fashion. Now, black folks be like, girl, did you see her in the Givenchy nude leather jacket with the sheer interior with the Versace pumps? Because we can't never pronounce nothing. I was surprised that I said Givenchy because usually I would have said Givenchy. Um, just because, just because. But yeah, black folks we love to discuss fashion. White folks just like to look at it. My grandma also told me in the '60s they used to say Diana Ross couldn't sing that good. They say the same thing about Rihanna. I mean, my daddy say Diana Ross can't sing. And I say, you still can't deny her hits. We've had discussion after discussion about this, and his defense is always she can't sing, and I just be like, that don't make her not Diana Ross. So it just like I don't. The same thing with Rihanna. Maybe she can't sing, but every Halloween, if you turn on Radio Disney or your local, top 40 hit station, the girls will be dancing to Disturbia right before they start dancing to Thriller. Just, I don't know. What face did I make? I don't even know. I have no control over my face. She does what she wants to do, and I let her. I can't just tell my face no. You can't make the expressions. I would explode. I would pass away. Speaking of, not speaking of anything, but thinking of, why are you up this early, Thomas? When do you sleep? What's going on? Diana Ross sang Good Morning Heartache and Lady Sings the Blues, and she sang that. She did. She, see, they don't give Diane her flowers. Diane got up on the screen, bike to bike, for Mahogany, and then Lady Sings the Blues. And she gave the girls what they desired. Nobody talks about how the girls desired what she gave them. Nobody. Now, The Wiz is another story. The acting was terrible. But she got up there and she sang home. She did what she could. The acting, Diana could not. She couldn't cut it in The Wiz. But she got up there and did what must have had been done in Lady Sings the Blues. She just did. She just did, period. Just like Rihanna sings Love on the Brain. Exactly. Exactly. She sings that from her toes. She lifts that song up. Carrying on. I'm telling you. You know who doesn't get their flowers? Not a singer, but Diane Carroll. Since we talking about Dianes and we talking about like the 60s and acting heifers. Diane Carroll did what had to be done in Claudine. And don't nobody talk about Claudine. It was a trash movie. She had all them kids and it was unrealistic because Diane Carroll is such a poised individual that her being, a hood booger with a bunch of kids just didn't make sense. But she did it. She pulled it off. Give Diane her props. And watch Claudine right here on the YouTube, which is the last place I watched it. Full movie. Full movie. Anywho, I just be going on tangents. Is Miss Sun done trying to play me? Child, she was just giving me side of my head like burnt offness. I think Rihanna followed the Madonna recipe for stardom. Recipe usually reserved for white women. Well, I don't like it on Madonna, but I'll let Rihanna have it. I just cannot do Madonna. And every time I say it, folks be shook. I don't like it. My Madonna is Kylie Minogue. Hit after hit, go to the gay, the club, the bar, whatever, and they playing Kylie Minogue, and I'm just gonna get my life. Madonna, not for me, not my generation. It's just no thanks. No thanks. I cannot do Madonna. Even before I knew that she basically stole Willie Ninja's entire essence, just sucked the soul out of his body and kept it pushing. Like before I even knew that, I just cannot do Madonna. I watched Jackie's Back in the full movie on YouTube. I always watch Jackie's Back on YouTube. Every Jackie Washington Day or whenever I get the notion to yell, Antandra, anytime, just anytime. Madonna's a leech. I mean, I I cannot disagree. I can't. Especially, child, when Madonna and Nicki Minaj started doing whatever they was doing together for that like 2 year period. It was just like, girl, what is this and why? Why is Madonna here? Why? Why? I was so disappointed to see Beyonce in the Bitch I'm Madonna video, like saying Bitch I'm Madonna. No, you're not. You're Beyonce. Please. Please. Anywho, my Madonna is Britney Spears. Yes, God. Oh, baby, baby. How was I supposed to know? Don't get me started. I love me some Britney. I love Britney Jean, okay? And by proxy, you see, you cannot love Britney Spears and say, oh, I love Britney Spears and her music without actively or inactively, because you may not know that you're doing this, but you are giving Carrie Hilson her props. I don't care. I don't care. Britney Spears' biggest hits were Carrie Hilson's hits. You can't say you're a Britney stan and not be saying you're a Carrie Hilson stan. And I get a lot of the girls on technicality with that because they still want to try to hate her. But then I say, well, do you like Britney Spears? How do you feel about Britney? And they say, oh, we love Britney. Yes, the Blackout album, blah, blah, blah. And I say, oh, interesting. I've got news. And they'd be so shook. They'd be mad. I've lost a friend that way. Oh, well. You got to love Carrie Hilson too. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, we love Carrie Hilson. We must. You have to. Carrie Hilson has shown us that she can sing. She's been in a couple of few movies. She can model. She's a beautiful girl. And she can be on Instagram and mind her business. Like, what an icon. Y'all gonna leave her alone. I still don't think she was dissing Beyonce, but that's my personal opinion. And as a stan of both, I can say that, and can't nobody check me. Period. Let's see. Madonna and Jennifer Lopez. Let me see. I'm assuming leech on anybody currently popping to stay relevant. Jennifer Lopez to me is worse than Madonna because at the very least Madonna gets in the studio, moves her lips and her vocal cords, and sound comes out. At the very least. Jennifer don't do that. She don't even deserve the name Jennifer. How you share a name with Jennifer Hudson and you don't sing? See, that's why Jennifer Hudson is so loud, because she has not only her voice, but she has Jennifer Lopez's voice too, all packed up in that body. That's why she loud, because Jennifer Lopez don't sing. She don't sing. Child. Anywho. I woke up at 2:30 and couldn't fall asleep. So I just got up since I had to get up by 5:30 to leave my house by 6:30. Oof, the ghetto. The ghetto. I woke up at 1:30. Cause child, I slipped off into sleep last night. It was so rare. But I did. I slipped off into some sleep, and whenever I go to sleep before the sunrise, I wake up somewhere between the hours of 1 and 4. So, here we are. I can't stand J-Lo. Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. J-Lo and her acting. I can't drag her for her acting. I can't drag her for any modeling she may do, and I cannot drag her based on appearance, which I, probably wouldn't do anyway, but I can't. Music, I can drag her for days. I can drag her. I can call Ashanti to drag her. I can call Shantae Moore to drag her, and any of the other nigresses that she done stole they vocals. Any of them. It's probably a song out there that I'm singing that J Lo moving her lips to. You just never know. You got to check. You got to listen to J Lo's discography and say, does this sound like me? This might be me. I don't know. She might have ripped one of the the musical interludes off of one of my YouTube videos and took it on down and put it on her album, and we just wouldn't know because we don't listen to J Lo. Anyway, so WTF is this stream about? If you go back in the comments, you can read what we've been talking about. It ain't really about much of nothing, but I took Carrie off punishment. 10 years has been enough. See, I never put her on punishment because I cannot see where she was dissing anybody. I can't. You can't make me listen to the song and hear her say, you need to go sit down and have some babies to the left, to the left. And I think she's dissing Beyonce. I immediately took it as, oh, she's paying homage because I do that all the time. When I'm dragging someone or if I'm speaking, I throw a song lyric of one of my faves in there because that's how I talk. I just didn't take it as her dragging Beyonce. I took it as, oh, she heard Irreplaceable and she telling whoever she telling they need to step to the left because she liked that song. Her good girlfriend Neo, I think, wrote the song. I just can't see. I can't see it. I've never been able to see it. And I don't think at this point anybody can make me see it. She's a thief. J-Lo's an imposter. Well, hi from Russia. I mean, not Russia. Hi, Russia from here. America. Like Mariah say, I don't know her. You feel tried. We got a lot of strangers popping in, but okay. I did feel tried earlier. Can you give us a short Irene Cara tribute? She deserved better. She did. There's literally nothing more to be said than she deserved better. There are so many people that deserve better. But I'm trying to gather more than one person to give this she deserved better tribute to as far as music. I can't think of nobody that deserves better than What a Feeling. I'm trying to I want to say we need to give Gladys Knight more, give her flowers and all of that. I'm just trying to, think of the black people that was still putting out bops around that time. But nobody comes to mind that didn't get as many props as Irene. Was it Flashdance or was it Footloose? Either way. Let me I'm gonna try to remember. I think it was Flashdance. Because Flashdance was the one with Jennifer Beal. Is it Jennifer? I get Jennifer and Jessica Biel confused. Jennifer Beals and Jessica Biel. The point is, What a Feeling is a bop. It's a legendary hit. And give her props. Why is my mom texting me, girl? She know I'm out here. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm half distracted because I'm getting messages and things. Jennifer Lopez wrote, I love you for Faith Evans, and I'm glad she let Faith sing it. This is news. I do love that song because we all know Faith Evans is my biological mother. I didn't know Jennifer wrote that though. Or maybe I knew and forgot because, I try to erase Jennifer from my mind musically. Beautiful gowns though, beautiful. When she was on American Idol, which again, why? And she had that light up gown and it was all sprawled out, honey, like a fresh omelet. And she was standing in the middle of it, and it was giving you lights, camera, action. Beautiful gowns, beautiful. How can you feel tried? You mean tired? No, I mean tried. I said what I said. And the thing about it, Phantom Forces Adidas, is you have to not be a subscriber, because anybody who's subscribed to me has heard me several times say that I feel tried about certain things. So you hop over here and you talk stuff, and it's too early in the morning, honey. It's 7:45, and no one has the time. No one. Now, if you want to sit and enjoy the live, sit and enjoy the live. If you don't, then don't. But I said what I said, and I'm not changing. Good morning. Irene Cara paved the way for J-Lo to succeed as a Latina. Yeah. Her and Paula Abdul, who, according to Whitney Houston, was singing off key on the record. Off key on the record. Off key on the record. Good times. Let's see. And Rosie Perez. Yes, I forgot about Rosie. Now, she didn't give us a vocal. I don't know her to ever given us a vocal, but she gave us moves. And J-Lo has given us moves. Rosie Perez paved the dancing way. the, the, the dancing way. Now, J-Lo, for some reason, took her dancing and thought, I'm going to be a singer now. Off the strength of Selena, which she didn't sing none of them songs. Selena sang all them songs. That's like if Angela Bassett had decided after What's Love Got to Do with It, I'm going to cut the album. Like, girl, that wasn't your voice on the soundtrack. No, ma'am. Let's see. Paula Abdul ain't Latin. What color is Paula Abdul? Is she black? What color is Paula? I am so shook right now. Genuinely shocked. What is she? Lord, she's not. Girl, I'm sitting here thinking Paula Abdul was like a little Puerto Rican, maybe a little, Dominican, probably a little Mexican or something. Girl, what is she? Is she Brazilian? No, that's still Latina. What is she? Spanish? From Spain? I'm shocked. Robin Crawford's book is gonna send Sissy Houston to glory. Y'all know Sissy is super homophobic. Sissy better get her purse and keys now and start heading that way, because if Robin's tell all actually tells all, the Lord is gonna scoop Sissy up just gently like this and have him in his hand. Just come on, Sissy. It's just time. It's time. You got to come on to glory. She's Mediterranean. Shut my mouth. Syrian Jewish. I am appalled. I'm RuPauled. I'm shocked as well as RuPauled. Cover girl. Put the bass in your walk, head to toe. Let your whole body talk. I've been sitting here my whole life thinking that Paula Abdul and Sheila E. grew up together in Spanish Harlem or something. Like, what in the world? What is going on? Anywho, I don't know what Phantom Forces Adidas is going through, but child, do you, honey? You do what you have to do. Anyway, I am genuinely so shocked. I thought she was blight. I mean, I was really sitting here like, okay, so if she's not Latina, maybe her daddy black. Like, maybe. But she don't have that curl to her hair, but then some people don't. So, I know a lot of folks that's half black, half white, and some of them hair be straight, some of it be curly. Child, the ghetto. I am so through with Phantom Forces Adidas, child, just doing all of this. I don't know what all of this is, but it's being done. Bobby also alleges that Whitney Houston had an affair with Tupac in the 90s. It's a lot of folks that allegedly had an affair with Tupac in the 90s. Child, he said he get around. He said it in the song. So he said it. I can't even just, I can't be like, no, not Tupac, not Tupac, because he said he get around. By Paula Abdul. I thought Paula Abdul was Cuban. I would have taken Cuban as well. She might be half Scar on her mama's side. I didn't know. Honey, that she was over yonder, way over yonder. Child, all right. Do you watch Charm, the new one? I'm several episodes behind. Several. But I do watch the show. I do. I'm trying to figure out now on the new Charmed, are the two light skinned sisters, I mean they all light skinned. The two without the curly hair. Are they supposed to have the same daddy? Because I'm way behind. Do they have the same daddy? Because the baby sister, who was Christina on Shades of Blue with J Lo as well. Good show, but Christina was aggravating. She black, so I be watching the show. They be trying to pass her off as Latina on all these shows, but she's black. She black. I, I'm trying to figure out. Like, I understand the mama on Charmed is like, light Latina. She on the white side of Latino. I would expect that the baby sister and the older sister might have the same daddy, but you know, I found out the younger sister is half black in real life. That's what I'm saying. She look half black to me. She look more black than she does Latina. I I was shocked to find her speaking in Spanish on the show. Like, girl, whose culture is this? It's not yours. Who is this? It's like it's like on Sparkle when Sparkle's the baby sister and then Sister's the older sister and they look alike, but then D is brown, and it's like, do the older sister and the younger sister got the same daddy? And the middle sister just, something happened right in there. What happened? That's how I look at Charmed. But I like it. I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, it's too cheesy," and it's this. I didn't watch the original Charmed really. I'd peek in every now and then because I love Alyssa Milano, and I see what she's doing. Hey, Alyssa, what's going on? But I wasn't like a dedicated watcher of the original Charmed. I miss the old Hallowell sisters. They should have left Charmed alone. That's what I keep hearing. The curly hair sister and the younger sister have the same dad. See, that makes sense to me. Is that what they said on the show for real, or is that something we just made up here together? Because I believe it. Because that older, the middle sister, the true Latino sister, she just she don't go with the family. Everybody in the family black. Here you go. I guess that's me when I pop up at the family functions too, though. So. What do you do when you've done all you can? And that happens with black people, though. I'm brown and I have light-skinned siblings. See, I'm the shade I am, this lovely shade of brown. And my siblings, every sibling I've ever had has been much darker than I. All of them. I just be like, girl, what is tea? Why? Why I couldn't get just a little more color? I understand my parents and, genes and genetics, Irish and Creole. And girl, no one cares about that. Why I couldn't get just a little bit brown? Just, a honey brown. I'm a honey mustard brown, and I want to be a honey brown. I feel discriminated against. And as the title of my video says, I feel tried. Tried. Let's see. That's how I think about Tawanda. She's just different as a sister. I feel like Tawanda and Tamar are the same level of different because Tamar is super light and Tawanda is slightly brown. Like they all vary in shade if you look at them across the board. Tony and Tracy are closer in shade in my opinion. Tamar's, light like me. Bless her heart. Um, Trina's got her own little bit of color, but it's darker than Tony and Tracy. And then Tawanda's darker than Trina, I think. I don't. It's too many of them to keep up, girl. That was a revelation. You have to catch up. It makes perfect sense because I was looking at that baby like, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Christina, or whatever her name is on this show. This baby is black. And when I found out that they had a black sister, I was like, now, wait a minute, middle sister. Something going on here. Something is going on. I do have to catch up. I was trying to watch it on the app, the CW app, but they like take the episodes off, and so I got it, and I don't even know where to find it now. I don't know, but I'm gonna do my dedicated works and try to find the show, the rest of the show. Let's see. Tracy Braxton has that song "Last Call." Yes, God, it's a bop. Tracy actually puts out good music, but because she's not Toni Braxton and because she doesn't have all the antics of Tamar Braxton, she's very often overlooked. But her last album was good. Like, I don't want to hear no foolishness. The album was good. It was good enough for Tamar to want her on the tour. So, I mean, it's not like Tamar's out here just headlining tours. Because I went to the Escape tour and they put her for Monica and Escape. Tracy Braxton is married to my aunt's ex-husband. Kevin? Well, I say that like I know Kevin. Like I know him personally. Like I'm finna open up my phone and be like, yes, that's my father, Kevin. Yeah, well, I hope he didn't do your aunt dirty. I hope they broke up on, amicable terms. As a graphics man, the Tracy album cover was dope. It was. I think Tracy has had the best album covers. Like Tamar, her album covers are like beautiful. Like she takes a good photograph. But I don't know. Tracy's album covers are like you said, from like a graphics point of view, they stand out to me. And Tony's album covers are just Tony. It's like, here I am. Here's my album. Enjoy the heat. Like, okay, Tony, thanks. The Libra or whatever it was, child. Was it Libra? I can't find Libra. The one with Please on it. Please is my jam. I think it was on Libra. It was either on Libra or the Heat, but I can't find. And the song with the album I can't find. Let me blow this horn at my mama. Oh. I'm just saying, hey girl, she done jumped and she is so ignorant. Now she balling up her fist threatening to fight me. Like, it don't take all that. I'm saying bye. She talking about I scared her. She done slammed on the brake. Like, bye girl. She just, bye again. Okay. See, I should have just let her drive off. Because she does too much. Look at her go. Oh, she's precious. I love her. Anyway. Good morning, blessed and grateful. Fancy seeing you again. I really don't know what fancy seeing you again means because in the context, I guess it means it's good to see you again or imagine that I'm seeing you again. Good. But the word fancy, y'all didn't come here for that. Anyway. How are you? Blessed and grateful. On your way to work or I don't know, it ought to be nearly 9 o'clock where you are. You probably at work. Oh, they have 2 kids together. I see. I see. Well, praise the Lord. You got some cousins. Oh, you work at 3. Well, would you be up so early? I was finna say, you be at the gym at like the crack of dawn, but I guess you want to get there before everybody else gets there. Or I could just wait for you to tell me and not make assumptions about your life. I could do that. What is this up here? It's a cleaner's bill from my aunt when she had the car. Okay, will work. Anywho. So yeah, we were talking about Lord, nearly everything. We were talking about J-Lo, and then we were talking about Charmed, and the new Charmed versus the old Charmed. It's been a lot of conversation thus far, because we're rambling. All of us are rambling. We found out Paula Abdul is not Latina. She been tricking us. I don't know if she ever said she was, but I feel tricked. I do personal training at 6 a.m. and then get the kids off to the bus. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but if you want to vent about it or cry about it, Strange Black Media, Day Day, he watches it, so maybe y'all can talk about it. I've actually spent the night at Tracy's house before. She didn't even mention Toni Braxton was her sister. I was like a humble queen. I mean, she probably knew you knew. They all look just alike. You can't you can't be at a Braxton's house, especially, and they got the last name Braxton, and just not it. I mean, I wouldn't mention it either. I wouldn't. I have a locally famous and church famous ancestor that I never bring up. Literally never. But if I do, it would get me in a couple doors and some places. But no, no, no. Did y'all hear Pastor Jamal Bryant's ex-wife Giselle is supposedly joining Real Housewives of Atlanta? She's supposed to be moving from Potomac. I like her on Potomac. I don't want to see her in Atlanta. Plus, he just moved to Atlanta. What's she moving to Atlanta for? Why is she following after this man? Ignorant. You see how I just made all the assumptions. It just, I mean, she could say we're moving to Atlanta so the children could be closer to their father, but I just don't like that as a storyline, and I don't want to see it. I would not like to see it. She's already in Tony's shadow. She probably didn't want to mention it, and that makes good sense to me, honey. Good sense. Robin Roberts is your cousin. Well, could you, if you get in contact with her, could you tell her Rambling K on YouTube is a stan? I'm one of the biggest stans. I love me some Robin Roberts, and I have since I was but a child. Back when she was on the news every morning with Charlie and Diane. I used to love me some Robin, and I love her today. And we were so happy when she beat the cancer twice. Twice. Yes, we love Robin. You don't believe what, Day Day? I really, really don't want Giselle on Atlanta. It's gonna change the dynamic of the whole show because her energy is pretty much, it sets the tone for Potomac. I think we stand our black lesbian news anchor legend Robin Roberts. Period. That is our girl, our lesbian queen. See, the girls think Young and May is the lesbian queen. It's Robin Roberts. It just is. I don't know what to tell you. Take it up with your mama. It's just Robin Roberts. Anywho, I was so shocked when Robin revealed herself as lesbian. Was. I sat around and waited for her for like 15 years. I was like, I wonder when she gonna come out. Not this time, I guess. And then she did, and I was like, all right, work. My mom was like, did you hear the news? Because my mama saved. Did you hear the news? Robin Roberts got a girlfriend. Mama, she was a basketball player. What did you expect? What kind of carrying on? Child, anyway. We share great-great-grandparents. Well, work. I think that's fantastic news. I was so sad to hear about her mother's passing. I really was. Anywho, um, what was I about to say? It was something. I don't know. It's gone now. But we love your cousin. I unfortunately am. It's not really unfortunate. I am related to Demetria McKinney of Tyler Perry fame and that one season of Real Housewives of Atlanta when she dated Roger Bob. She's my cousin on my great grandmother's side. I'm not exactly sure. I think she is my great grandmother's like aunt's grandchild or something like that. Great grandchild, something like that. I don't know. I don't know the exact details, but we all come out of Louisiana, honey. Let's see. Missy Elliott and Queen Latifah, your next. Queen Latifah don't never have to come out. She don't never have to come. I mean, because what would she be coming out for? We know T. It's like, if Queen Latifah called me on the phone right now and said, "Kay, I've got some news and I want you to sit down. It's heavy." I was like, "Okay, Queen, what's going on, girl?" Like, I'd tuck my headphones in real close and listen. Have my hand all here so they don't slide. "What's tea, girl?" And she would say, "I'm gay." I would say, "At what point will you be telling me the news?" At what point? What's Where's the news? I thought you was finna say like you gotta lose your foot to diabetes or something. Like, what is the news? Gay is not the news. Queen Latifah ain't never got to come out. I'm related to Larry Holmes and Kenny Lattimore. I'm not gonna talk about your cousin, but I feel like mm-mm. I feel like his relationship with Shantae Moore was incorrect. That's what I'm going to say. But their baby is beautiful. That young man, what is he, like 17 or so now? He is a handsome little boy. He and Kenny got the same birthday. They just had it the other day. And I was on Shantae's on Instagram, and Shantae popped up, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cute. He's so handsome, little fella." Related to the legendary Aretha Franklin on my grandmother's side. That is something that I may tell everyone. If Aretha Franklin was my cousin, because it would be a far enough connection that it ain't gonna give me a leg up in anything. It's just something I'd be proud to tell folks. I would tell folks. I would say, "Hey, check this out. My cousin, Aretha Franklin. Can you dig it?" Like, I would. Um, because that is, you should be very proud. Dimitri is so talented. You could have uh you could have bright hair. Wait, hold on. Dimitri is so talented. You could have brought her up on the people that deserve better. I could. I could. I agree that she is very talented. I just I don't want to I don't want what I say to sound like I'm dragging anybody, and because I am very proud of her, and I think she's a very talented young lady. But I feel like her style of music and the type of song she puts out, it's a little young for her age. Like, I don't know. It sounds terrible when I say it like this, but I feel like she's trying to put out like music that the girls in their 20s would bop to, and she's past that. You know what I mean? Because I listen to it and I'm like, "Ooh, this," it doesn't sound bad, but it's just like, I feel like I'm too old to be listening to this, and she's older than me, and it just doesn't seem. I don't know. Anywho, okay, Phaedra. I forgot about Phaedra. Oh, Phaedra did try to drag her. Phaedra said, "Go be a pop star, honey." I mean, but she wasn't wrong. Like Demetria is in her 40s and her music does not reflect that. I won't, even if it's pop, you know, I hate to bring up, my legend, but Beyonce puts out music that isn't like, it doesn't sound too young for her. You know, she's late 30s. She's looking at 40, honey. It's just right in front of her. And she can put out a pop song or a little, hip hoppy bop song, and it doesn't seem too young for her. And I want everybody to find that balance. Literally everybody. I remember when I was in middle school, I had a homie that I hung with. Always said he was related to Rosa Parks, but I never believed him one bit. I mean, he could have been. Also, good morning, Nicholas. He could have been related to Rosa. It it's a small world, especially for the black people. It's only a couple of us over here in America. You got to remember that they only brought a handful of black people from Africa over here, and most of us are descended from that handful of black people that they brought over here. So, really, we probably all related, which is why I'm your YouTube relative. Phaedra didn't like her for some unknown reason. Demetria had to get her together. I feel like it had something to do with the brat, but I always feel like it had something to do with the brat. See, y'all allow me to get on here and act a fool, and I don't have to. I shouldn't. What would you do if you met a gay that doesn't know Beyonce? I would assume he's white. I would assume he's white and very, very sheltered. Maybe he just came from a very white religious household and, you know, he only knows Tammy Faye Baker. Like, I don't know. I would be confused. I would be so confused. Why you don't know Beyonce? That's strange. Even my great grandfather, who just turned 95, watched Beyonce at the halftime and was like, "This is kind of all right." And he a bishop. He was like, "This is cool." Yeah, got the flames and the the moves and the band and yeah, all right. Everybody know Beyonce. Who would lie about being related to Rosa Parks? Well, when I was in elementary school, um, I told my friends Rosa Parks was still alive because she was, and they just simply did not believe me. So a lot of people just don't believe. I guess y'all don't believe in Rosa Parks. Y'all don't think she was real or what? I don't know. I'm related to slavery and oppression. Well, same, same. And then we Irish, so white slaves and black slaves. I'm just a slave. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. I love Aretha, and my family has confirmed that her dad was trash. Well, I ain't gonna read that out loud, but that's something that I knew. It's something that I knew, and it's something that makes me leery about a biopic because I don't want to watch a biopic that's inauthentic, meaning I don't want to watch a biopic that doesn't talk about what actually went on with CL Franklin. But the way she loved her daddy, the way all them girls loved their daddy, they would never allow. And I don't think Aretha doesn't have any living siblings, does she? All the sisters went on. Or maybe is there one left? Anyway, the point is, the family would absolutely never allow the actual truth to be told. So it's like I want a movie because I want to watch her life play out before me on screen as I, watch Ray and Get On Up and, these legends life stories, but I don't want it to be fictitious or cut out details just because it's uncomfortable or because it's, taboo. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't I don't know. I would love to see this movie. I would love for Jennifer Hudson to play her. And apparently not Fantasia, and apparently not Leandria Johnson, according to Kimber. But I want the real. No, you're not telling Aretha's family business. I mean, it's something that my grandmama told me. We were sitting around the kitchen table last summer, a couple summers ago, and she was like, "Well, CL was." I was like, "No, please!" Like, I know he was, vile and nasty. And Aretha got a sibling that, the sibling's mama was 12 when the sibling was born. Like, I know all that, but you ain't got to tell me this. But she told me this, and I sat there in my grandmother's kitchen, just destroyed. Anyway, I don't want I don't want to know about those sad things. See, I don't. It's not like I want to see it all play out and gory and gritty. It's not like the girls who watch Game of Thrones who want to watch folks get raped and get their heads cut off. Y'all just want to watch that. Like, there's absolutely no other way. I can't think of a reason why you would watch Game of Thrones except for the interest in watching folks get murdered and whatever. But and dethroned, honey. Y'all dethroning and carrying on. That throne is up. The Targaryen throne. I don't know. It's up in the air or something. I don't know. I don't watch the show. But the point is, um, I don't want to, out of like interest, watch the gritty details. But I also don't want to watch a biopic that's not telling me the truth. You know, I want to see the truth, even if it's, you know, gritty. I might turn my head and I might just, be distraught, and I might get on YouTube and be like, girls, I can't take it, but I don't want to be lied to. Or I don't want it, things glazed over just because, it's uncomfortable. Because that's not the way life works. I watch Precious when I want to feel. Now, listen, you've gone too far. I watched Precious one time at the theater, and I said, I will never, in my natural nigga life, watch this obese black woman run down the street with this bucket of chicken again. I'll never. If I want to see it, I just replay. See, I have one of those memories. It's not a photographic memory by any means, but I have like super hyper attention to detail. So I remember, this is why I can do the reviews. Like, I talk about Star and I just write little bits of whatever happened in my notes, and I can go into great detail about it. I can just watch Precious in my mind, but I don't. You know why? Because it was a horrifying movie. It was realistic and gritty and gross, and I turned my head for a lot of things, and I'm forever scarred by when Monique was in that bed masturbating and said, Precious, come help mama. That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, and I would rather kill myself than watch it again. The point remains. I saw the movie. I know what happened in the movie. I clapped for Mariah Carey in the movie with no makeup. Every time she does a movie, she takes off her makeup. She says, okay, we're going into the filming process. Let me take off all my makeup. And she shows you girls the real her. But this ain't about Mariah. The point remains. Um, if I have to be like that about the Aretha Franklin movie, watch it one time, and it's just too gritty for me, that's just what it is. But I don't want to be, to be a Disney movie. I don't want to watch, Rogers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. I want to watch what happened, what her life was like. Let's see. I'm the only white person in America who has never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. It's very, very possible. I work in education. That's just like Game of Thrones. I hope not. I understand kind of what you're saying, but I really hope that y'all not getting decapitated and murdered at weddings. It's my prayer. It's my prayer. I understand there's a lot of school shootings, and I pray for you all the time, but I just hope. I hope it ain't like Game of Thrones. Didn't watch Precious because I don't care for Monique. She's too angry all the time. Well, I guess, yeah, she was still cussing out skinny folks and at that time. I didn't have any problem with Monique. I really don't have any problem with Monique. I just be wanting her to be quiet sometimes. But she was Nikki Parker, and that was a big part of my. Oh Lord, my battery about to die because I've been out here for 100 minutes on this phone. Child, she cannot record for extended periods of time. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go in a little while. When it hits 10%, then I'm gonna go on. But yeah, Nikki Parker was a big part of my childhood. Even though she was aggravating, and she would be part of the the anti committee. They would call me too on Nikki Parker in 2019. But I enjoyed Monique as a kid, and what was I like 13, 14 when Precious came out. So my mama wasn't really letting me watch her stand up. I didn't know anything about her besides the fact that she was Nikki Parker. And child, we went into that theater and I came out a changed young lady. I was changed. Changed. A change has come over me. A little Hawkins for you. As long as the Amish exist, you're not the only white who's never seen Game of Thrones. Accurate. Accurate. I feel like I understand that like white people are white, but I feel like there are levels to white, and I feel like Amish is like extra white. You know, you know how they have um, classes of people. Like you've got your middle class black people, your upper class. You know, your Beyonces and them and Kellys, because Kelly Kelly been rich. She told y'all in her song. She said in her song that bills money been spent. Cause Kelly been rich. Um, but anywho, the upper class black people, the middle class black people, the lower middle class black people like myself, and then the lower class black people who people call hood. I think the equivalent of that in the white community, I feel like the Amish people would be considered hood if there wasn't. But I don't know, because then there are like the meth head white people. I don't know. That's not the same caliber of person. White people got, it's too many complexities over in the world of white, honey. I don't understand. I cover my eyes at the violent Game of Thrones parts. That's the whole thing. That's the whole show. What in the world? Do you watch it through your fingers? Because you got to be covering the whole time. The way they be murdering, honey. Girl, how have you been doing, by the way? I don't know. I don't know. I've been asleep, which means I'm depressed. So I apparently not good. Child. Hey, Doris Delaney, what's going on? The random song Kelly did with Fantasia and Missy Elliott was about random. I know it's not random. We was talking about Kelly. We've talked about Fantasia, and we've talked about Missy in this live. It was a little random, and it when you're listening to Fantasia's album, when the song comes on, it's just like, okay, we're going this direction. It's all of a sudden here we are with Kelly and Missy on this Fantasia album. Then we go right back into Fantasia based ballads. And it just, but it's a bop. It's a bop. Let's see. Ghetto by Kelly Rowland is a bop. Most things by Kelly Rowland it's a bop. Kelly puts out good music. They just don't treat her well. They don't treat her well. It's discrimination. It's discrimination. Anybody affiliated with Beyonce who is not Beyonce is discriminated. Unless you Tina Knowles. And now Solange is finally starting to get her props. But she was discriminated for quite a while. The only two people ain't ever been discriminated is Beyonce herself and Tina. Only two. And Jules. And the kids. We don't discriminate the children. But folks discriminated. I made this a word. They have discriminated Latoya, Latavia, the other one, Michelle. You know, everybody has been discriminated. And I don't care for it personally. Yes, discrimination. It's rude and it must be stopped. Vote for me in 2036. That's my platform I'm running on. Stopping discrimination. My mama keeps telling me, you should run for president one day. And I just be like, why do you say these things? She also tells me I should try out for American Idol. And it's just, I'm not going to win either. Why do you set me up to fail? Gangsta Loving by Eve and Alicia has been stuck in my head for days. You know what's been stuck in my head for a while? Is it called, it's Gangsta, ain't it? It's also called Gangsta. It's the Eve, Trina, and the Brat song. Gangsta Chicks or Gangsta, or just Gangsta, whatever it is, honey. It's Gangsta Brat, Gangsta Trina, and Gangsta Eve is what they say in the hook. That video is why I thought Alicia was a lesbian. Thought? Alicia is another one that, much like Queen Latifah, if she called me and said, "Hey Kay, I got some heavy news to lay on you. You might want to sit down." I say, "Now what?" It was like ASMR before that got popular. Well, you can try sleeping in my bed, hold me. That was the first music video that I bought on Apple. The very first, I think it was. And even at the bottom of the sea. I was like, this lesbian is singing. She sang down. Anywho, child. I love me some Alicia. I know the girls say she can't sing. I know they do. But every now and then, I still get a flashback of the time I spent, hey, thinking you could be that one. Little Fantasia. Actually a little Missy Elliott. Because didn't Missy write that one? I'm pretty sure Missy wrote that one. No, Claude Kelly wrote Bittersweet. Missy wrote, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. But anywho, child. Every now and then, Alicia puts out a good little something, you know? I never was the one that got super into Diary the song, but I was heavy into, what is it, Lord? Because I can't hear nothing in my head but Falling, because that's the one everybody, all the children was singing Falling. Every little black girl that could sing just a little bit, dude, they was on Oprah singing Falling. Like, what is going on? But that's not the one. Dang, now I gotta pull up the discography. Hello, I cannot pronounce this. Twionetta? Oh, Twi. Help me out. Help me out. Hello, though. Hello. I need it phonetically typed, and I'm going to try to remember it for the rest of forever, but I'm probably going to have to ask you like 2 or 3 more times. What is the song? Why is it eluding me? It wasn't Diary. It wasn't Falling. You Don't Know My Name. Ooh, that was getting on my nerves. Yeah, You Don't Know My Name was one of my faves. Let me get over to her discography so I could just look on here and see. Do y'all remember? This is like kind of off topic, but not really. When Alicia Keys won the Grammy for her debut album, and India Irie, who I affectionately call Ashy Irie, wrote this dissertation about how she didn't win the Grammy because she was dark skinned, and it was like, I don't think. I think you didn't win the Grammy because your genre of music ain't popular. It's 2001 and it's new. Ain't nobody listening to India. I mean, a lot of folks were, but it wasn't, mass popular. It was, India.Arie, Jill Scott, and Erykah Badu had just started doing their thing in 2001. It was new. It was new. Anywho, let me see here. No worries. Hello from the South Pacific Ocean. Well, thank you for not worrying. I did my best. I really did. And hello from not the ocean. I'm I'm here in America in the South, just here, hanging out. Landlocked really. There's no water anywhere around my state. It's unfortunate. Hello, Rakesh. How are things? Anywho, I'm not very long for this chat because my phone is about to die. And I'm getting hungry. What will I have for breakfast, you may ask? Probably just some eggs, because I ain't got nothing really in there to eat. And I don't feel like going to the dollar store at the moment because I'm tired. I'm getting tired. Anywho, anything y'all want to talk about for the next like 10 minutes or until my phone gives up on me? Well, it's 8:30 in the morning, so I probably won't be having pizza. I have wanted to order some pizza though, so I might have some for lunch. We don't know. We'll see. I feel like some just hit the back of my car. You don't know my name. Anywho, looks like it's winding down, so if in the next few minutes I don't see 2:30 a.m., that is quite late. Shouldn't you be sleeping and worrying about work? You always say either speed up or shoot, and I mean it. Driving slow through the hood, like speed up or shoot. Those are the only two options. You can't just be driving slow. This ain't a Kanye West album. This ain't the Dropout with the hit song Drive Slow, which was a great song. I miss that Kanye. What a good album. What a good album. I may stream that this afternoon. Anywho, it's so unfortunate that the phone I started streaming on, this one, is on like 85%. And that one is on 0 nearly. Let's see. This is in my YouTube recommended. Okay, well, weird, but hello, Cypher CD. I didn't know my lives were showing up in people's recommendeds now. Selena's vocals on All Fall Down. When it all I can't do it, but she sang down. She was singing from her heart. Okay, I'm on 10%, so I told y'all when I got to 10%, I was going to go on to glory. So this is how people are finding me. It's popping up in recommended. Strange. Strange. I mean, cool, neat, but strange. I'm bored in class trying to find something to watch. Then I see this and I'm like, okay. I mean, well, welcome. Welcome to to the channel. You called me as I'm about to get off, but you know, you can roam around the channel and see if you like my content or whatever, or not, whatever. Or you could focus on class. That's also always an option. I don't know. Have a good day. Well, you have a good day too. How pleasant. What a pleasant fella. My class is about to end. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Anywho, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and go on to my room and sleep. Sleep. So I will talk to y'all. Those of y'all who will be back, I'll talk to y'all later. And those of you who just popped in for the first time and will never return again, then, you know. Coy! Girl, I was thinking about you last night slash this morning. And I was going to message you and ask you where you've been and if everything is okay. So I'm going to wait for you to respond and then I'm going to log off. You called me just as I was getting off. Yeah, Coy, I clicked your channel. I was like, am I just not getting notifications or what? But no, you ain't been on. What's tea, girl? What's going on? It's been so much. You missed the Yanla and like all the things. But I'm happy that you're well enough at least to comment. If you're not well, I hope you are. But I'm fine. Looking for a job lately. Same. Same. If you find if you find one for me, call me, girl, cause I am doing my bestest to find another job. Anywho, well, I'm glad you're doing all right. And, you know, still around. I'll be back soon. Yes, please, please do. I would like you to do Potomac. I want to see you talk about the heifers over there. I missed you for Love and Hip Hop Miami. I was like, where is Coy? That's the only Love and Hip Hop. You and Forest Rocks are the only two Love and Hip Hop Miami reviewers I watch. Any Tongans around your area? I went to high school, ninth and 10th grade, with a few. I don't know. I think I pronounced that correctly. But they were all related. It was like a family. So I guess like one family. Good idea. You know, I'd be cutting up on those reviews. I love them. I love them so much. And I can't wait to see them. Oh, I can't wait. I hope you do Greenleaf too. It's supposed to be coming back. Anywho, don't let me dictate you, your lineup. Do what you feel like doing. Oh, love you too. So good to see you. Anywho, y'all, my phone is about to die, so I am logging off. But new people, y'all are welcome to drop in anytime. And I've been doing a lot